Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Break with Melissa. I am Melissa, and this is the show where we celebrate the power of the human spirit, one coffee break at a time. So today I have the pleasure of speaking to Pastor Chris Lee of First Lutheran Church in Rock Island. Mm-hmm. We are in a beautiful space. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, we're a historic mansion house of the lineage of John Deere's family, so that's kind of our claim to fame in this area. It's over 150 years old. The congregation just celebrated 155th anniversary this past November.
Congratulations.
Thank you. 156 is coming up soon, but this is our third location in the Quad Cities. We had the original congregation was downtown Rock Island, and then that building burnt, and then we moved to another building, so that's now Orr's Mortuary, and now we've landed at this place. We've been on this property since 1951.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Is it one of those like historically preserved areas?
It could be, but we chose not to go that route because it's expensive and it limits what we can do with the property, like replacing windows and things like that. So.
I bet. Well, thank you for having us. Thank you for talking to us on the show. You are the perfect example, and what your congregation does is a perfect example of how you can support foster care without directly being a foster parent.
Right. And part of the draw for us was that we do have a lot of retired blue-collar people, like nurses and teachers and that sort of stuff. So they understand needs and simple needs like food. And we have a lot of, I don't know if I can say this in chant, little old ladies who like to cook. So it was a natural tie-in for us.
Yeah, well, you found a creative and nourishing way to
literally
support
nourishing.
us.
Literally.
Tell us. Let's see.
All right, so congregation, LSSI purchased a freezer. It is in the basement of our parish house. And the congregation makes casseroles and freezes them. And whenever Andrea needs to come by and pick one up, she has a key to the parish house, and she goes and gathers what she needs for whatever family's in need. Whether that's a family who's just receiving foster kids or someone who has to be out of their home for whatever reason and can't have access to cooking, or we don't ask why, we just make the food.
Yes.
So.
Yum.
And it works out well.
Yum. Oh, wow.
I haven't received any bad reports of the food, so I don't know. Maybe it's not all yum.
No, it's yum until further notice.
There you go.
Yes. No news is good news. That means people are enjoying it.
Good.
And, we're thankful to have you as a partner. Is there anything that your church has found helpful with like working with foster care?
We haven't. So the casseroles is our main tie-in. I know they did a tour of their office in Moline, maybe a year and a half ago, and I went there and got to see their space. So that was nice. But it's been really more about just the connection with a long-standing service organization in Illinois, and kind of us reconnecting with that. Before my time here, we were connected. We worked with LSSI, not consistently, but more frequently than we do now. So trying to reestablish that connection with the organization.
Well, that's very thoughtful and caring of you.
Well, of our 6 or 7 ELCA congregations in the Quad Cities, we have a long history of working with LSSI as our conference, as our group, and we're trying to bring some of that back.
Awesome. And I've heard stories of the collaborations, the appreciations, that history. I mean, it runs deep.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, just even with like with fundraisers and events, and people feel really connected to their Lutheran,
Good
faith roots.
I've heard it put in the past that the reputation of Lutherans in LSSI in general is that, the Lutherans are here, they'll help. Right, so that's always, that's not a bad reputation to have. That's a good way to be seen in the world.
No, that's beautiful. And case in point, you're providing that in the best, in the way that you can, and that your church can, your congregation. So thank you so much.
Of course.
Have you run into having any foster parents, anyone become a foster parent out of your congregation?
It well predates me. One of our congregation members was a foster parent decades ago. Actually, a couple of our families have been foster parents in the past. One of them has adopted. Her daughter's now 29, I think. One of our other families has done foster care or had done foster care for a long time, and then just aged out of it. They felt like they couldn't keep up with the kids anymore, so they had to set that aside. But,
yeah, it's definitely a thing for, like, you have to be at a certain season in your life, energy-wise, sometimes health-wise, family support-wise. So there we have people in Rockford, and I imagine this area's office where we get people may do, if it's not cooking, like in this arrangement, like it's knitting, they'll make hats and scarves, and we welcome that.
And one of the other things that my congregation, I can't say my congregation, the congregation has done, is we did a diapers and wipes drive too, because it's foster care, and you never know what needs the kids will have when they arrive in foster care. We did a diapers and wipes drive, and surprised Andrea was able to fit it all in her car, but it worked out pretty well.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's one of the things that people, like our foster parents, struggle the most is, oh my gosh, I have to buy diapers, I have to buy, they're expensive. Diapers
and formula, and they're very expensive for little ones. And from conversations, it's been, you never do know when you're going to be called on to be a foster parent. So it's kind of sometimes a drop of a hat.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes people are waiting for placements, but more often than not, it's, your license is still hot off the press.
Right.
And you find yourself getting that phone call. Hey, we have a need.
Yep.
And you may or may not have all the answers you'd like to have, but that's why we do our best to provide training and always ongoing support, so that we're there with our foster parents like every step of the way.
Good.
So it's a team effort. So, and that's the purpose of this platform, is to like celebrate and show appreciation and recognition of.
And it feels good to be celebrated. I'm not gonna lie. So that's kind of nice, and it's something I can communicate with the congregation and my other area congregations too. It's like, hey, here's a good organization doing good work and really needed work, and they are appreciative of their helpers.
Yes, we truly are. And do you like the coffee?
I do. Yeah. I ordered a New Orleans style coffee because it's one I get from a local coffee shop, and he made it for me special, and it's delicious. So
yes. Oh, well,
chicory and cream and sugar and all the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I have tea.
I noticed you have a little tea bag tag.
Yeah, I have a tea bag because I'm kind of trying to come down off the coffee that I just had, but I enjoy my tea too.
Tea's good. Yeah. Tea's a bedtime drink for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have a particular flavor that you have to have, or no?
No, my wife's a Minnesota native, so up there's a tea store called Tea Source, and they have 100, maybe 1,000 different kinds of tea. So we go through lots of different varieties. Currently, we're drinking cranberry spice at night. So
that sounds fitting for this weather.
It fits. It's good. So.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of is it New Orleans?
New Orleans style, yeah.
There's a certain ingredient that you can only get there. Is it the chicory?
The chicory, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like some kind of wood.
It's a plant root. So it's like, like dandelions have the really long white tap roots. Similar plant. And you actually can grow it yourself, but it's kind of a pain in the butt, apparently, to clean and process. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's just a plant root, and they did it to cut costs. They mixed the chicory in with the coffee because coffee was expensive during the Civil War. So down south, they mixed in chicory.
Who knew?
I did. I looked it up. So.
And now, and now it's their thing.
Now it's their thing.
Oh, neat. Oh, that's very cool. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside when you're not?
Other than trying to not be beat up by my 3 daughters.
How old are they?
17, 14, and 8.
Oh,
so
busy age.
Yes, it's interesting. Our oldest is about to go off to college, hopefully. Our middle daughter is an 8th grader, so enjoying all the joys of middle school. And our youngest is a 2nd grader and has all of the energy of an 8-year-old. So.
Oh, wow. No, that's fun.
It's fun.
A lot of hormones in your house.
Oh, yes.
I
I'm
bet.
thoroughly outnumbered by estrogen, but it's okay.
Well, you probably enjoy the quiet time and when you're out. And,
Yeah. So I make lawn care and take care of the house. That sort of lame stuff is my hobby because it needs to be done, and it's not with my kids screaming in my ears. So
Yeah. Well,
that's fun.
yeah.
And teaching the 17-year-old to drive. So hence the gray hair. But
Yes, I'm in that phase too.
oh yeah,
I bought those stickers that you put on the car.
I haven't been able to find them yet, so they're on the list.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon.
No, okay.
And they're obnoxious. I got 3. I have 2 bumper stickers, one on each side, and I'm that parent. My daughter doesn't know, but she doesn't know to be embarrassed about this, but I have another one right on the driver's seat, driver's door, right by the door handle. Like, I'm trying to cover all the bases.
That's right. Everyone knows student
Yeah.
driver. Now, is it the nice one that says, please be patient, student driver?
Yes.
Or does it say, watch out, here we come? Or
Yeah, no, it's the nice one.
Okay,
It says,
that's good
yeah, new driver, please be paid. Yeah, that. There's really creative ones.
see, I'm leaning more towards that kind, just because I'm the kind of dad that likes to embarrass my kids, just for fun. So
Yeah, no, yeah, have fun with that.
I know, I have
Enjoy
to,
shopping
so.
for a cooler one than the one I got. But it's a special time, and our kids are our treasure.
Yep.
We have to,
It's a scary time, but it's a special time.
it's a special time. You have to. I mean, people, they take care of like jewelry,
Right.
and put locks on. Make sure it's in a safe place
Sure.
and well cared for and maintained. Like, why wouldn't you do that for your kids?
Yeah, little bumps and bruises don't hurt them too much.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely take care of them.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. We're all
That's
about
right.
taking care of our kids.
And kids and peers and friends and elders
Yeah.
and families in incarcerated. And I'm just thinking off the top of my head, the programs that LSSI does and how you do so many different outreaches, so many different programs depending on where you are in the state.
I'm so glad you said that. That's so true. I need to stop just putting the spotlight on foster care, because
Right.
that is just one program.
It is. I mean, that's the one that's in our area, so it's the one I'm
Yes.
most familiar with. But
Yeah, we have the incarceration ministry. I know there's the books. I know because I'm trying to volunteer to do it,
sure.
where you can read the individuals in custody can read books to their children that get recorded and
right, and then sent off. And
Yes.
it's a neat way to maintain a connection that's stressful, a stressful connection when you have a parent incarcerated.
Yes,
So.
and then of course our seniors, they're a vulnerable population too. It's not just littles in care.
Right. Well, and that's, given the age of my congregation, I see more of that senior care side of ministry than the little kid side of ministry. So I'm curious if there's going to be more. How is LSI planning to grow that? Because I would love to see some of that sort of thing in this area.
What do you recommend? What would be helpful? I guess it's something that whoever's watching and I'll pass it along as well.
I would say for my community, a lot of it is like end of life planning. So as their kids are grown and off and they're transitioning away from their family home, maybe to a smaller home or assisted living, and making sure people have wills, because a lot of my congregation don't have wills.
The estate planning gets tricky.
that sort of stuff.
Is it probate law? Is the
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
The legal specialty that
Right.
handles that.
So just advocating for that, facilitating that. I see that not a lot, but more than I'd like to.
Sure. Yeah, and perhaps insurance support.
That's true too.
Yes, I personally know a senior who's since passed, but she struggled so much with getting the care, getting her insurance to honor,
Right.
what she thought she was paying for, getting and navigating, and just an extra advocate really
Right. Yeah.
goes a long way.
Right. I mean, we have special advocates for courtroom appearances and that sort of thing, and for immigration, that sort of thing. But I see less special advocacy for aging people, and maybe that's just my exposure to it now. But,
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to find out for you.
See, and I knew I was talking to the right person. So.
Yeah, I'm going to find out. You know, I like to get in the mix of that kind of thing. I love policy and
That makes one of us, so that's
you know,
good.
finding
I will leave
out
it in your capable hands.
what's
then.
happening and not happening and why not. And it's fun. When you're in a position to help, you really should.
You should, as much as you can.
Yeah, as much as you can.
I mean, that was our gospel this past Sunday. Was the Jesus calling the fishermen, calling the first disciples, and just saying, "Follow me." And then they just, at the drop of a hat, the sons of Zebedee just dropped their nets and left their dad and went on a kind of a wild adventure with Jesus, just because they saw that there was something more that they could be doing.
Yes, and that's a great story, and I found myself sharing the story of I can't remember the person's name, but the one that got swallowed up by a whale.
Oh, Jonah.
Jonah.
Good old Jonah, yeah.
And the concept of answering the call and how you have the free will not to, but boy, does it sure go better for you when you do.
It does. And part of my message on Sunday was that it's not God like holding our feet over the fire or trying to make us do something. It's God calling us deeper into life, because what God would want us to do is it leads us to life. It doesn't lead us, well, sometimes literally it will lead you to death, but it leads us to eternal life.
Yes, and answering of the call, be it serving in your congregation, being a good person, being vigilant and helpful to your neighbors, and someone that could, use a helping hand, or just the dignity of recognizing their humanity. Doors open up for you.
Yeah, it's true. I was going to say something.
A way is made.
There you go.
Yes. Yep.
And sometimes the way is a little bit rocky and treacherous, like Jonah, or like those first disciples that left their families and income behind, not knowing what was coming next, but followed the call anyway.
Yep. And it's incredibly scary, but rewarding at the same time. Well, I wish you continued success in your answering of the call and your call and that of everyone around you. So
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you for your time, and I'm going to look into what we talked about. Okay, thank you.
Cool, thank you.
With that, goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.